So maybe I should say like best childhood friend.
Yeah, that's
like something. I need to say something like that so people can like really understand the depth of this relationship and how excited I am to have you to come to the She Shack all the way from DC to come and support me, who watch the She Shack every single Tuesday night. Yo, so let's get started. Where should we start? Because I love the fact that your antics is always like...
I'm not telling who I am.
You didn't give a name. You say,
right. I'm so sorry. Right.
Subscribe.
Let me come back. I'll tell you. All right. Reset button. Hi, She Shackers. Thank you so much for joining me this Tuesday night. I have the pleasure of having my childhood friend, my best friend, Shoni. I so affectionately call her. She and I go all the way back to New Orleans, Louisiana, although we from different wards. She from 17, I'm from the 9th ward. But, whatever.
I had to get I haven't done that shit in so long.
Her and I, we met when...
I was probably 9.
Ooh, was it that long?
Because I came to First Holly Grove at 7. And I feel like I was only...
You was definitely a little girl and I was a mom.
How old were you when you started coming to First Holly Grove?
I don't know. Crystal was 6 months old, so I was a teenager. 16.
Oh, I was older than 9.
Okay.
I might have been about 10.
Something like that. Anyway.
Forever ago is the point.
Forever ago. This is one of my most favorite people on the planet.
Period.
Before we even really get started, I'm gonna need you to stop making all that noise in the background.
And I told him that, and he had some smart shit to say.
All this noise.
Your wife.
Okay, but you gotta stop making all of this noise
every week.
It's like blah, blah, blah.
And I said, Tremaine, get the shit together before she get down here. He said some smart ass comment and kept doing what he was doing.
Exactly, because
I tried to help you not get chewed out.
I'll get chewed out.
You literally the noise is like come on, at this point we're 26 videos in. We should at least have this part together where we're not making all of this noise. Listen, you worrying about my time. Get me a glam team.
You got a point about that.
Get me somebody that can help me get my hair, my makeup, and everything together, and I don't have to try to set up the set, fix my hair, get dressed, pick an outfit.
You did good, friend.
Listen.
I mean, you paying my assistants, and I ain't get paid at all for this.
You get paid a lot. Stop these games.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
I'm not trying to objectify you, but stop these games.
This is a mess.
Oh my Lord.
It's really a mess.
I told him to come on the She Shack because
I told him to come on the She Shack. He might as well sit on in.
I said pull that back so they can see you. He ain't want to do it.
Yeah, right. We have extra chairs, extra seating.
Because he had a lot to say last week.
Oh,
and I said it.
And I would love for him to sit on tonight.
You're going to be shocked. I agree with some of what he said.
What?
I know, and I don't know if I've ever agreed with Tremaine.
Ever in life. Ever. I can't ever remember y'all not having a debate ever.
We have been debating for a long time, but he said something.
What, that OG did it?
No, that was getting on my nerves. Something he said. Well, I text y'all. You didn't get my text about
women,
the drivers.
Yes, he said that men were.
He said I said what I said, nigga. What do the facts say? Men have more accidents.
That's because the women was driving ahead of that. Pass that to her.
That is not what that article said, Tremaine.
This is awful that y'all, for as long as I've known y'all, which
he grows me and stretches me. I ain't gonna lie. Tremaine be making me think because he be saying some out of pocket things. You just gotta sift through what he's saying to get to good stuff.
Well, it makes sense though.
Well, what stuff were we talking about? Because if you're gonna keep having conversation behind the scene, you should just come on in. So I had asked him. One of the questions I asked him was, what was his take on Roe versus Wade? And in turn, he had one of the most strangest.
He did say something.
He said, I tell you what you do. He said, you go to the hood and you get all the deadbeat baby daddies and you take them over to the Trump golfing, what is it? What is this thing?
Like the golf club?
The golf club, and turn them loose and let them start making biracial kids, and then they will most certainly
Turn it back.
Most certainly turn it back right away.
Oh, he was right about we are the global majority.
We are the global majority.
He was absolutely correct.
Yes, that is like right now.
I don't
But
talk,
she said we are.
I talk
Like, no, he right. I was in the comments. I think my comments wasn't coming through. I was like, no, he right.
Oh, well, he was right about that.
He was right about that. He was wrong, wrong about that driving though.
Yeah, he definitely was there.
Hold on.
That was a total opinion.
Hold on. You had trouble this next day driving. Somebody was driving slow. Who was in the front when you passed him up?
An old white lady.
Bang. Facts. Checkpoint. I was y'all thinking.
Yo, I'm like, I have so many questions I wanted to ask you.
TJ want to join.
Well,
Where TJ at?
he's in Baton Rouge.
Oh, join. He want to join what? The live?
Yeah, he want to come on the.
He want to come on the She Shack?
On Facebook.
Tell him
Live.
in a minute.
Well, let him in.
TJ, my Facebook friend.
Let him in so he can see what we got.
I do have something for you though.
You do?
Yes. I know you love a gift.
I love gifts.
But that wasn't that for me too.
Nothing for you.
Now you all in my. Is that what I think it is? Oh my God!
There are prizes.
First of all, you was the one that told me not to say too much. But since you done brought this back,
I want you to have it because I know you've been talking about that too.
I've been talking, yes.
What did he say?
Say it again.
Praise God. We activate. Yeah, we activate. We in here.
As TJ said, he's in there, he activated.
Gotta get on time.
Welcome to the She Shack. But you will not be talking all this noise in the middle of our live. This is what. This is. I don't know if this is. I mean, that's like the spinoff to his dad. So you do know that he's with the antics and the exactly in every way. So we've been hearing a lot of like, oh man, so much stuff is going on.
Too much.
Too much.
All right, bye, TJ.
He did the worst.
I love you.
All right, so we're gonna mute you now because we are
All right, TJ,
live.
talk to you later. We live. Gotta go.
Praise God.
Praise God. So it's been so much going on, from gun rights to we still struggling with Black Lives Matter, defunding the police. We have Roe versus Wade that's out there. We have a lot of things of related to women and where we supposed to have position and or not. Mm-hmm. We just celebrated Pride, and we heard a lot of information. People was now talking about we're going to potentially overturn the rights of gay people being able to be married. I mean, it's
that's
just
linked to Roe versus Wade.
Linked to
the legal precedents that Roe versus Wade set can be used to overturn. Roe versus Wade, I learned because I thought it was about humanity, people. Mm-hmm. But the legal precedence was right to privacy.
Okay.
Which is a legal term. Mm-hmm. I'm not an attorney, but I learned from attorneys. And so if you can say right to privacy can overturn Roe versus Wade, you can use that same legal argument to overturn same-sex
What
marriage.
about Brown versus the Board of Education? Because they was also saying that it could be potentially overturned.
Yes.
Like they're now they're saying nothing is safe.
No, it's not.
How do you feel about that? Being that you are a lesbian.
I'm not a lesbian.
What
Black,
are you?
Queer, non-binary. I don't really play. I'm a girl. I'm a bearded girl.
How does that go? Like I saw you put something one time that said CIS gender.
Oh, cisgender.
What is that?
You, Tremaine, Caleb.
We're just people.
If you're, yes, you are people, and you in that people thing, I'd be like, girl, that would be great. We are the world, like, girl. I feel like, man,
I'm always saying that though. We're people or just people.
I'd be like, you know, no. Yes, but no. So cis means is a Latin prefix for same, CIS.
Okay.
And so it means your gender identity is the same as the birth sex that you were given by physicians when you was born.
Okay, so
your gender
I'm a
identity,
female because I was born that way. He's a male because he was born that way.
and you identify as a woman.
And identify as a woman, yes.
So if you are assigned female at birth, sex, and you identify as a woman, gender, you are cisgender, meaning
So
trans.
what do you say queer, meaning like, what is that? I don't even think I understand the terms. So
and
help
then
me
transgender is what you were assigned is different from what you identify.
I got that part. I think I
but
got
cis
that
and
part.
trans, you could parallel them.
Together?
Well, you could say
Like by side?
Yeah, like
almost?
cisgender people and transgender people.
Okay. Because I want to be politically correct, because you know that I'll just put everybody in a basket and say people
We are human.
or people. And so when I said, this is my best friend, her name is Shoni, but she has a beard.
Yeah.
And people are like, what?
Confused, because you
Like,
just said she.
Like, how does she have a beard?
Yes.
And I'm like, well, I'm not really sure, but I mean, it doesn't bother me any. I mean, I still see Shoni at the end of the day. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
But to people that's not aware, they probably like, what the hell?
Oh, she got a beard. So I lived in Philly for 5 years. Right?
Yeah.
So I used to go to Mazzoni Center, and I used to actually be on testosterone
Okay.
for 3 years.
Okay.
And testosterone is the primary hormone in males,
Okay. Yeah.
usually men.
Mhm.
Everybody that's male is not a man. But and so it caused me
She
to.
don't have to be politically correct.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't let nobody call you a white man. I'd defend your ass.
Call me white man.
I'm just saying. So I was on testosterone, and testosterone in female people will cause things like a hair growth. It will mimic what you would be if you was a man. Mm-hmm. If you would have a receding hairline, it make your clit bigger because the clit is the penis. Same thing.
Mhm.
It would make you not have a period no more.
Mhm.
And when I got off testosterone, my period came back, all that kind of stuff, but the beard didn't go away. So if I was a boy, I would have a beard.
If you was yeah. So that kind of like brings out what it would actually be
If it was a man.
Okay. So what made you stop? What made you decide like I don't want to do this?
They don't know what that do to female reproductive organs. I don't want to have kids, but I also don't want to have ovarian cancer.
Yeah.
Because they don't know the long-term effects of testosterone on female reproductive organs.
Okay.
So I got off that shit.
Okay. So like, are you a part like of the LGBT
Yes.
movement? Like how like
They do a lot. There's a lot. It's a lot of alphabets. It's a lot.
It's like Tremaine said last week, the 26 alphabets.
It's to the point where they just put a plus at the end at this point. They're just like, we just gonna put a plus for everything else.
26.
So that's what but I guess what I try to understand is this because people are finding themselves identifying as something else, or like, because I've heard people say, well, I don't identify as a gender. I don't understand, like, what does that mean? Like, I don't know how to, like, compartmentalize that.
So they may be in the alphabet soup, maybe.
What?
They may be part of this LGBTQ. It's just a lot. Because you gotta remember, I'm also 42 years old, so a lot of this stuff is new. Mm-hmm. When we was younger, it was maybe gay, maybe punk, maybe sissy, whatever, because we from New Orleans. Mm-hmm. Now we got LGB. All right, I can get with that. Mm-hmm. Then you might remember them adding the T.
Mm-hmm. I remember the T.
Then you might remember them adding the Q.
I remember the Q.
Now we got the IA+.
What does the I stand?
Intersex and asexual or agender. So A is, a lot of stuff is prefixes you'll learn. Cis is a prefix. A means without, so without a gender. Mm-hmm. And then at this point they just put a plus at the end, and I guess that means.
So do you think this is like the new evolving of people doing some self-identification, or this is just like still I'm not sure who I am kind of
No,
thing?
I think people know who they are.
Do you?
I think the what we have now been around. I don't think nothing has really changed. I think people just talking
more
about who they are.
open.
We all
about
know
it.
about the gay uncles and aunties we had.
Absolutely. Or back in the day where they would say, "Girl, that boy got some
sugar in that tank.
Sugar in his tank." And it'd be like, "Oh, well, she always liked to play with the boys.
Yep.
She's a tomboy."
Yep.
That was a way of saying she does not do
don't
what
fit
with the little prissy girls but you were not that. I remember like cute Shoni in the cute dresses and the liking boys and all of that stuff. So I'm like, when you came back, when I saw you again, I was like, okay. We both lived in Philly at that time, and you come to my birthday party, and I'm like, okay.
I don't know if them dresses and them Shirley Temple curls was ever me. I think it was my mama.
Oh. So you never felt calm yourself?
Mm.
Were you not ever attracted to boys? Because I know that you like men.
I've been fucking boys since I was 14.
I'm just about to say.
Willingly.
Like, so like yeah.
But I never really cared about boys.
Oh.
Like my heart, like I never got heartbroken by a boy. I never cared what he did. I was the cool girl. Like my next door neighbor, and he had a girlfriend.
Ooh.
And she would come and I'd be like, hey, Aurora.
Not.
I didn't really care.
Borderline thought.
No, it wasn't no borderline. It wasn't no borderline. But I didn't care. I did not like boys. Like my friends would be, at church they'd be brokenhearted. I'd be like, girl, why?
What?
I did not get my heart broke till a girl. I didn't
Really?
care. I didn't like boys like that.
So when did
I just pulled them because I could.
So when did you? Oh.
It was easy.
It was really the hips.
I got ass and hips. It was.
Yeah, I was just about to say it was really the hips. It was really the hips. And the fact that you was a cutie.
And I was a cutie.
You're still a cutie.
Thank you. Which is funny because I don't get told I'm cute no more.
Really?
I got affirmed more by being cute or pretty or whatever as a girly girl, as a more feminine girl. I don't really get that no more.
So now what are they like? You're not cute. You're not handsome. You're not anything.
You'll be amazed at how when you like shift how you are, you lose certain affirmation.
That's interesting.
Very.
That really is interesting. So let's talk about funny acting black girls.
Go ahead.
Because I absolutely love this platform. Right?
Because you were fucking funny acting.
You're the only person that can say it to me.
That's why we get along.
I like the fact that in this funny acting black girl, the journal,
which is in your bag.
Really?
Show what you got.
So in the bag, first of all, y'all need to get this bag, and I'm gonna be toting this shit everywhere. And this is available because she has a platform. funnyactingblackgirls.com, where you can find cute little items like this, those little things they wear on the Crocs.
Yeah,
I don't wear Crocs, but I know that people wear them.
Yeah.
I was actually went out looking for a pair the other day.
A pair of what?
Those little Crocs, because a lot of the girls at the job,
I'm surprised you don't wear them. They perfect. They skid resistant. They perfect for nursing, and that's how they started. It was in hospitals and skid where you have to have skid.
But see, the thing about it, they have them little holes at the top, and like,
oh yeah,
they do stuff. They throw piss. They they do things that were that's the whole. We're not gonna even get into it because then I'll be probably getting in trouble after my platform.
Yeah.
So anyway, we have this beautiful bag. Funny Acting Black Girls is the platform, and she has this journal, and she says it's in this bag. So I'm gonna hold it up and show it to you guys. Is that a T-shirt too? Yes. Because I'm gonna wear it to work. This is it. But what I like about it is the back. The back is my favorite part, where it says the assumption of people and the actual reality, and I really could relate to that because. Sometimey, but socially awkward really kind of describes that. And then it says, think she cute. I think I'm cute.
That's. I think it's on the other side too. That's one of the only ones that's both.
Yeah, like.
Because we do think we cute.
We should think we cute. I think y'all should go and support this platform. It is absolutely amazing. It is black owned, 100% black owned. 100. So support your small business and go get this right here. Funny Acting Black Girl. Support my homegirl, because this is the bomb. And look at this bag, man. I'm a bag lady, right? So and I've been talking mad shit about this to everybody that's willing to listen. I've talked about it on the She Shack I don't know how many times. And she said something else in here. Don't give me no Crocs things, because I don't have no Crocs.
It's only things you use.
Oh. What is this?
A T-shirt.
Oh snap! You sure you ain't take my picture when you did that? Look at this. This is fucking live. And I got
Chris.
something with it. So check out this
They got something else
t-shirt.
in there.
It's available on
funnyactingblackgirl.com.
.com, baby. What is this? A lighter?
Yep.
You got lighters now? You carrying on.
You gotta put the fluid in there. You left your light at my house. You ain't getting it back.
Oh. Oh, this is cute. I like this.
It's gold brush.
Yes, this is really nice. Funny acting. I really like this. Now,
I know what my friends like.
I really like this a lot. Guys, go support funnyactingblackgirls.com.
Girl, one girl. They gonna send them to the wrong
Well,
website.
we're funny acting black girls.
That's true, but it.
And I'm gonna make it a movement.
Yes.
And wear these t-shirts and stuff, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out here that know me that be like, oh, she is so fucking funny acting. I get that every. I don't mean to be.
I mean, I don't care when people call me funny acting.
I don't think I care anymore. I think I used to care.
Oh.
I used to care when people say, oh, she's so snooty. Or, oh, she's so stuck up. Or, oh, she thinks she too much. Or she thinks she better than everybody else. And then the reality of all of it is,
You is.
I'm not.
She is funny acting, but there's
I
other
can
reasons.
be. I guess I can be.
I know I can.
But the thing about it is the assumption of what people think of you, because you can be socially awkward, which I am. I've never really felt like I fit in anywhere. And so people take on like, oh, she thinks that she's too much, or she's standoffish,
That's on it too.
or that kind of stuff. And it's really not that bad.
I mean, it could be I'm sleepy, I ain't feel like coming, I'm hungry. Like it could be mental health. Somebody could be neurodivergent.
Or maybe your husband that got on your last nerve, and you just ain't in the mood
you ain't in the
today.
mood, yes.
You know what I mean? But it's always like it can be. But the misconceptions is what I have been. I feel like I've been a victim of misconceptions.
Probably.
I do.
You probably. That's how we got cool at first house group.
Yeah.
Them old biddies.
Oh yeah, because a lot of people did. They had a lot of different assumptions
lot.
about me. They thought a whole bunch of stuff. Didn't know me at all. But
they saw you and the baby and
they
wrote a
saw me
narrative.
and the baby. Oh yeah, I need to be married to him. Or like I didn't have my own identity. Or that my life was over. That I was gonna have to live vicariously through Trench. That I was never gonna really be anything or have any independency as a woman. It made it really hard to like, or it didn't help the fact that we kept coming up with babies. We did
I
have
also think that probably made them jealous.
the babies.
I mean, y'all was having some good sex, probably. You keep having these babies out, because a lot of them was not.
When we were young, we definitely was having a lot more.
I just feel like people be jealous when their life is not popping.
You always told me I was popping.
Thank you.
Even before popping was
It's
a
a word.
And I didn't always know what popping meant, but I embrace it now.
Thank you.
Yeah. I
Bitter.
embrace it.
There's a lot of bitter.
So where we are with relationship? Are you in a relationship? Like,
You
or
ain't about to find out.
or you want a relationship? Or we like not looking to be in a relationship?
Yeah,
Like, what's
I'm
up
open
with
to a relationship. I'm open to a relationship.
You're open to a relationship. Like, is there like a
There's
certain
no-
type of?
Person?
Yeah.
You cutie? Girl?
Gotta be cute. Booty or no? It doesn't really matter.
Cute don't have nothing to do with it. I don't know. I mean, she could look like... if you line my exes up, they look very different. So
Well, I haven't seen but one.
She was cute. She wasn't ugly.
No, she was very cute.
She was very... a lot, too.
I'm not passing any judgment, but
I am!
she was well educated.
Yeah.
Very
She wound
educated.
up finishing that degree.
Got married and divorced real quickly.
To a girl.
Yeah, I know. I seen it. But I learned how to mind the business that pay me. And that one definitely doesn't pay me at all. So give me your opinion about something, because you said you could not wait or you wanted me to talk more about defunding the police. So I had the absolute pleasure of having Ryan and Iman on the She Shack, and they had excellent hot sauce line. You have to try it.
I do.
Yeah, it's called We Are Wonderfully Made. It is phenomenal. That shit tastes good on everything. I'm not going to lie to you.
Because I do enjoy hot sauce.
Yeah, me too, because we from the same place. So, but he talked a lot about helping us to understand what defunding the police actually means.
Right.
And he gave a very interesting concept that I did not know.
Right.
He said that the police was funded like how the military is.
Yeah.
And that defunding the police meant that they would no longer be funded in the same way.
That's why I needed to explore that. But I'm glad you got that information.
Yeah, so that it wouldn't be funded as the same as what the military would be funded. And so he also shared information about the police historically.
Slave patrols.
Yes, we was talking about that. And I mean, going as far as the way that the cops are even identified today is not much different from that long ago when they were the slave patrol, which would kind of give us the roots to why there's so much division.
Because you're never gonna be started like that and be able to actually protect and serve. It's impossible to start as patrolling niggas, wrangling them up.
Yeah.
And in some magical way, you're supposed to evolve into really protecting and serving people.
But don't you think that that's all could be like a way of thinking? Because there are really some great police officers.
Because we talk about the system of police and not cops individually.
Or we talking about the foundation. Are we talking the foundation?
There are cops as policemen, but there's a system of policing that works right now. It's working. That cops almost don't have control on being good or bad, because they're under a mandate of a system. So you have things like the connection between foot cops, well, we used to cops. We used to cops as individual people. And how that links to things like mandatory minimums. So a good cop, as good as he may be, cannot come from up under a system of policing.
He may not be able to, well then that does make sense, he or she, because then that means where is the change going to happen? There's never going to be a change.
No, because then if you connect that with judges actually can't give you whatever sentence they want if they're mandated by
that same
mandatory
system.
Minimums, 3 strikes. I have to.
Yeah.
Even if in my heart, you got retired judges. They've done documentaries on retired judges who said they couldn't sleep at night because of the mandates. They had to hand down sentences. You don't stay a human controlling other people's lives like that.
That's true.
That's dehumanizing to the judges too.
That is true.
You can't start a system as wrangling up enslaved people, relatively unchanged, and magically think that in 2022 it's going to be love and kumbaya because one good
absolutely
cop.
not. Absolutely not. I don't think we're ever going to be love and kumbaya. First of all, just thinking about, we both grew up in the hood. It's not many cops that look like us.
No.
They don't know anything about how we live.
Right.
They're already predisposed to think that we're thugs, or thieves, hoes, crackheads, drug addicts.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of teachers, nurses, lay people, preachers, all in our neighborhoods that were not thugs and all of this other kind of stuff, pimps and hoes and all of that. But they treat us all, they put us all in one basket and they treat us all the same.
Yeah. But then they try to make us think that the laws are the same.
The laws are definitely
They're not the same.
They're definitely
But even
not.
teaching, I found out that New Orleans, when we was young, used to be 80% black teachers. Now it's 80% white teachers.
Well,
because New Orleans is the first charter school district in the country.
Well, they getting these doggone student loans written off. They
don't come in and teach
for 2
years.
Go in there, go there, teach for 2 years, and then they don't have to pay any of this money back.
That's why it's New Orleans and it's Nola. And I hate people using Nola. Because Nola means something racialized now. Nola is gentrified. It's a gentrified term.
What does it mean?
It means New Orleans, Louisiana.
Yeah, but why do
But it's new. We didn't say Nola.
No, it's Nola.
Yes, maybe, or New Orleans. But people don't understand when I push back against this Nola everything. This, where you see, I got a whole t-shirt about it. Nola is white. Nola is Magazine Street. All that is white. Nola is No More Projects. Nola is 100% charter. New Orleans public school system. It's McDonough number 35 charter high school.
I heard. Well, I went to McDonough 35
Senior high school. The first black public school in the city.
In the city.
With no windows.
It doesn't matter if we had windows or not.
He went to Kennedy.
He did go to Kennedy. He talked so much
They got
shit.
windows in prisons too. I'm just saying.
JFK.
Listen. But that shit, like, come on. There was a time where y'all couldn't even get a bus to pick y'all up. Y'all couldn't even get bused anywhere.
But we had windows.
So does Rikers Island. So does Tulane and Broad.
Right.
That small windows.
It doesn't matter. It still was windows.
Anyway, right? Yeah, like.
But y'all stayed at Kennedy. What y'all talking about?
Not
Everybody wanted to go to Kennedy. Say you didn't want to go to Kennedy.
I want to go to 35. Anybody?
No, I'm talking to the lady in
No, I
the
didn't
purple.
want to go to Kennedy.
Oh, all right,
My
bang.
mom was like, because it was the hip
You
school.
was a hip
See,
school.
bang. All right, enough said.
I mean, even though you weren't gonna be learning shit, you could go there and look cute every day.
Shit, you learned a
Was
lot.
it Jubilee y'all substitute teacher?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jubilee was a substitute teacher at Kennedy.
DJ Jubilee.
Nigga, that did it. That's it.
Remember I don't know if you probably wasn't there, but I was at their homecoming where DJ Jubilee was actually there at their little halftime show rapping.
He probably
and,
walked up from the
We should do
classroom
that
to the
at
gym.
Kennedy homecoming.
Cause y'all
With
had
your dusty ass?
y'all band was the shit.
Kennedy band was the shit.
This shit, like you can't even you cannot. Most people was
Maybe
bragging
St.
about
Aug,
St. Aug,
But Kennedy
but
band
if you
was the shit.
ever,
I do need a refill, my friend.
mm-hmm,
You the best.
But while she getting a refill, guys, I just want to take a quick pause. Don't forget to check me out on YouTube at Conversations with a Queen from the She Shack. We are almost global, girl. I'm so excited. We so close to the cusp of being global. I'm almost
Let me tell you what, next trip you go on, just record an episode. Then you'll be global. That qualifies global. You could, if you go on a cruise, if you go on to any trip, do an episode.
even if it's not a Tuesday.
Yes, Nick. Yes. I'm about to call you.
Well, I was just in Baltimore.
No, if you go to Mexico, if you go somewhere on vacation, a cruise,
okay,
and you record on some land, that's all you need to say you're global. It ain't deep.
No, but I want to be able to go live.
And you may have people that are global.
that watch us from other places. Yeah,
That makes you global too.
I'll check it out.
You could.
I want to be able to go live on YouTube. Like
From
I can't just live. Period. I'm not able to do that just yet. I don't have enough followers yet.
YouTube put a stipulation or something.
Yeah,
That's what they say. You have to have so
followers.
many. Yeah, and I'm not there. Like we have, first of all, subscribed. Yeah, because we've had 500 viewers, which I'm excited about. That we started with 2.
Yeah.
So we're up to 500. So that was really cool. But the more viewers you get, plus subscribers, will allow you to how we go live on Facebook and Instagram. Then it allows us to.
You gotta have 500 subscribers to go live on YouTube.
No, I think it's had to be 100.
Oh, 100.
Yeah. Yeah, but we the group has almost 200 members, but all the members are not subscribers. I think people sometimes might get a little, fearful that it's something gonna cost them something, especially if there's something. I don't
Give the
blame
group
me.
an incentive to follow you, subscribe.
Well, you have to give me some ideas to do that. I'm not sure.
It's a
what to
Facebook
do.
group.
Yep, I have a conversation on the She Shack on Facebook. We have a group. Yeah, and we have about 170, I think, members in that group.
I'm gonna think of an incentive to get them to go click one button.
Yeah, that's all I need them to do is to do that. Even if all the members just subscribed would get us where we're trying to go push us to the next level. So if you ever just can think, maybe share somebody else that might like to watch us or hear something that we're talking about.
Oh, I'm gonna go subscribe from my other YouTube channels that I don't look at, that I don't use.
Oh, bring me all the love. I love it. I love you so much. You first of all,
I be trying to rig these algorithms. Okay.
Listen, first of all, let's just talk about how she was my number one fan with this shit and pushing me and pushing me and pushing me and pushing me and was girl, if you don't do this, this is what you are made to do. Encourage me. She would watch and critique me too. Critique me and give me feedback. And I love you for that. I appreciate that so much. Now, let's talk about
We done with cops in schools? You done with that?
No, because I like to hear you talk more about, because I mean, you ain't giving me all the answers, the bullshit that me and you talk about off camera. So we talk a lot about cultural diversity, and we talk about racism, and we talk about you know, black and white, and there's like big differences. Or like when you and I go out, like when we go out to our lunches and shit like that, you notice how people watch us?
No.
I do.
What they be saying?
They just be looking at us like we're a fucking couple. Like, why we can't just be friends and shit.
I get that with my friends.
You know what I mean? Because, like, when she goes out, she's like the perfect fucking gentleman. Let's just talk about how she pulls out the chairs and all of this type shit. She got you beat.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do pull out my chair.
You don't pull out chairs? You don't open doors?
Right.
I don't open car doors, really.
We're not gonna even go there. Listen, he's still like he said.
Didn't she say she wants you to date her? She just said that.
He said God is still working on him.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
I don't know how long it's gonna take after 30 years.
I'm trying to stay out of y'all.
I can't help. He just sitting right here. Go ahead.
I'm in the audience.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm just watching.
People think we together.
People definitely thought we. I always think that we're a couple.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
People think that about all my femme friends I hang out with. And you know I have very many friends. A lot of friends. They always think we together. I think people's minds is small. They make every masculine, feminine.
I was just about to say, do you think that people still are stuck on, you know, like men and women can't be friends?
Yes.
Straight and gay can't be friends? Or you think people still stuck on that?
Yeah.
Hell no.
How many straight men, you know, black men that have gay friends that's their friends? Not just like,
I don't know.
Not many.
I think that's sad.
It is.
Because I kind of like feel like, what difference does it make if they're straight or they get people or people? It doesn't matter. If they're gay, if they're straight.
People are people.
People are people.
But it doesn't matter to be friends with somebody. It
does not matter.
But I don't think in particular, like black men, straight men are ready to like have friendships with gay dudes.
I think maybe if they're like, really gay, because there's the really gay. There's like, I can't see. Right. Like, you know, the ones twirling and things.
Yeah. It's a lot.
It's a lot to embrace. It's a lot to embrace. I don't see.
But I do think New Orleans dudes can be different because New Orleans is such a queer city. Admit it or not.
It is.
And even straight men in New Orleans absorb the kind of easy goingness of New Orleans. Like, for example, you don't hear a lot of murders of trans women in New Orleans.
Let's talk about that, because I hear, or you know, I've heard like little chatter and discussion about.
I'm not saying none. Don't.
No, not none, but the rate of trans women being murdered has like quadrupled.
Yeah. And it's usually by a male partner who doesn't want people to know that he's fucking a trans woman.
Well, why sleep with them?
Correct. Well, that's.
But I mean, on the flip side of that, you know, it could be that you didn't tell.
That's a lie. I want to nip that. Them trans women tell them dudes. Them dudes like that shit. They like chicks with dicks.
Oh.
And so because it's a myth that trans women are tricking men. That's not true.
So you're saying that's not true? There's
no
no validity to that.
No, it's a myth. Even some famous people we know, all of us, not just us. So Teddy Pendergrass, when he got in that car wreck on Lincoln Drive.
I heard he was getting a blowjob
by a trans woman.
Oh, it's a trans woman. I heard it was a man.
Well, like the article gonna say man because that's how they write about trans women, but it was a trans woman, a chick with a dick. Mr. C, the DJ in New York. Tevin Campbell. All of these people have been found.
But Tevin Campbell's gay.
Fine, Mr. C and Teddy Pendergrass. Now,
I mean, come on,
but
it's not like.
Okay, forget Tevin Campbell.
Okay,
Teddy Pendergrass was the swooner of his day. He was the usher, the fine ass nigga, Teddy Pendergrass.
There's all kind of rumors that's swarming around about this one like that one and this one and
but
that.
men like trans. These dudes are not getting tricked by these women. They not. Nobody's lying.
You don't believe none of them are being tricked. You think all of them said, "Listen, I got a penis."
I don't know if it have to be none, but I think we, on average, know a trans woman when we see one after a couple of minutes.
Maybe I'm ignorant to that. I would look for Adam's apple, but then they don't have that shit.
And I'm not saying I don't want to use passing, but I'm not saying these men they are attracted to trans women, but they don't want.
You think regular men or down low men or just men in general?
Men. I mean, not straight men, but they might pretend to be straight. But yeah, I think they
pretend to be straight.
People are lying about their
sexuality. So would that be down low brothers pretending to be straight?
Low. People lying about their sexuality, they perform, and some people are pretending to be straight, but they damn well know they're not straight.
They know they liking women or men.
Yes. These trans women is not just out here in mass lying to dudes.
Okay.
Go walk on a stroll in Philadelphia.
I am not walking on a stroll.
Not walk, but you know.
I'm like,
they're
what?
not lying. They're not pulling the wool over these people's eyes. These people know that they're chicks with dicks. They know.
I think we all know. Wait, first of all, so trans mean you still got a penis?
Trans men or trans women?
Like when you're transgender, like men they don't get the surgery
Sometimes.
And some of them hold on to it.
Mm-hmm. It's pre-op or post-op. A no-op operation.
Oh. Well, get me together.
Some trans women still have a penis. They just tuck it.
I can't. And the balls too. How you tucking dick and balls?
Well, men have a cavity that they can. Every man, where the balls descend from when they was in utero, and they tuck it back up under there.
They just sticking them in there. They got to be uncomfortable.
It is. I'm sure it hurts.
Oh wow, that's a lot of information.
Over time, it might.
How men walk like that?
I can't imagine.
Wait, I don't know. I don't have a penis, but I think it probably is uncomfortable until you get used to it.
Maybe it's a girdle that pull it. No.
Oh no, it's an apparatus they can use to tuck.
Mm.
But I'm sure it's not the most comfortable thing ever.
Yeah.
But survival, you need it to be safe out here. People can't be being able to see your shit.
Survival? Like, so you think somebody would like
safety
be attacked just because they're a transgender? Like,
and they can
even if they're not even like in a relationship with anybody, they have a right to be who they are.
Well, trans people get attacked all the time.
For being trans?
Yeah, you can get fired from jobs in 28 states just for being trans. You can,
what?
Yes, it's legal.
To fire somebody because of their sexuality or how they choose to live?
Yes.
How is that legal?
Look it up. It might be less than 28 by now, but the number keep dropping because people keep doing work around the country, but you can get fired for being trans.
But you can't get fired for being gay.
I don't know. You
can,
could at one point. It'll be legal. I don't know about gay, but trans, you can get fired for being trans.
Let me ask you something because it kind of bothers me a little bit. You ever seen the commercials now where they're talking about like these drugs for HIV and if you take this drug you can be HIV free and all of this type shit? It bothers me.
Why? It's true.
Yeah, but it seems like
undetectable equals untransmittable.
Yeah, but the reason why it bothers me is more or less like, so it's almost like, hey, you ain't got to worry about having protected sex anymore because that was the thing, like, back in the day, HIV was called the monster. If you got that shit, that was like
that was a death sentence.
Bitch, you dying. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And you was like the disease and nobody, or the nasty woman's disease. It had all different kind of tags to it. But now I feel like, okay, y'all, you've come up with some stuff, but shouldn't we still be promoting safe sex? And the other thing, safe sex, like, just be more protected when you're having sex. But the other thing I don't like is, like, when you watch the commercials, it's almost like they making HIV like, subliminally still a gay thing. They'll show,
that's a huge issue.
I don't like
or
that.
Black. Or
right,
black.
like I don't like you see his minorities
gay
or
boys.
gay, and that's it. Women kissing women, men kissing men, or
despite the statistics is that hetero women are getting it, especially black women. Straight
Yeah,
black women
because
are,
a lot of our men are down low.
But you're right about the critique of media is portraying HIV as gay and black.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I'm like, is anybody gonna do something about this part?
A lot of gay people are pushing against that because they like, hello.
Okay.
Statistics is saying that straight, cisgender, straight married women is
hate
getting HIV like crazy.
I mean, it literally,
You're right.
It crawls, it like makes my skin crawl. Mostly, I'll tell you this. I don't know, some people may know, some people may not know. I don't talk about it much, but I had a really close friend of mine, a childhood friend who contracted the HIV virus very young. She was maybe 20.
From sex?
From her boyfriend. And he was promiscuous, one. He was also an IV drug user.
So he got it from shooting up.
One of those two things. And he transferred that to her. No, I take that back. Let me come back. I take that back. When she was about 14 years old, she became pregnant. Had a miscarriage. I suspected that at that time, at the miscarriage, is when she found out she was HIV positive. When it became surface to everyone else, she was pretty much dying. She died by the time she was 22.
She died?
By the time she was 22, she was gone. Like, she died really fast.
So in the 90s?
This was in the 90s, yeah. This was like 97, I believe. Yeah.
Damn, that's the year I graduated high school.
Yeah, so,
but that's back to the point of history. So you talk about the history of police, and that's why I stress how things start. You're going to see it still. HIV started as GERD, gay-related immunodeficiency disease or something like that.
It used to be labeled
gay
a gay
men.
disease.
Yes.
It was a gay disease.
But you still critiquing and angry about how it's promoted as gay. If you don't pull up out of the problems of stuff, it's gonna carry.
That's the same thing we seeing right now.
Everything.
Yeah.
You can follow. Yeah. You can follow that if you don't uproot false historical shit. It's going to always be embedded. It's like a cake. If a pot of gumbo spoiled, and then you take some spoiled gumbo to start a new pot, that's gonna be spoiled. If you take more of that, if you don't start from scratch,
you're gonna always.
It's gonna always be in the current issue.
Right. Yeah.
Policing, slave patrols, niggas is still incarcerated at high rate, still arrested at high rate.
Mass incarceration. We're not gonna even. Are we really gonna go?
Gay shit, HIV. I mean, it's to the point where most social services for HIV is related to gay people services.
Or all of these things that they like. I'll tell you one thing I hate, and I don't use that word a lot, but I absolutely hate these notions about black women that, these all black women are, have a bunch of kids and no daddy, all of them on welfare. And when you walk into a room, because you are a black woman, no matter how successful you are, what kind of home you left behind, whether you got a husband, children, family or not, you are automatically judged as violent, angry,
hypersexual,
a rack of kids, different daddies, no job,
sucking the system,
welfare, and Section 8.
Yep. And it didn't help that Ronald Reagan put welfare queen into the national lexicon. He said welfare queen for the first time. Reagan. And if you Google welfare queen and click images, black women. All from one lady who they said, this is where he got it from, all from one lady who they said abused the welfare system.
Oh, she does.
Some lady.
But this is the shit that pisses me off.
Abuse it so much.
But white people have the most, they get the most welfare funds.
I'm just getting ready to say, now.
They get more government assistance than any other race.
White folk.
Hello.
So here's the thing.
Black people are going to be the most.
I'm transparent about what my struggle was, right? So I at a point, I abused the system. I used the system to work for me.
Can we talk about how most people abuse the system to work for them? That is not Rich people do it all the time.
That's what I do. Where you
Bezos didn't pay no taxes.
Where do you think I learned it from?
I ain't gotta apologize for using a system to make it work for me.
I used it.
That's not the argument I'm about to
I don't
have
think
with
I
nobody.
abused it, but I definitely used it.
But we got handed this shitty ass world with these systems, and you feed me this lie that if you play the game right, you'll excel.
That's
and I'm watching all these people play the game. And you want me to just be the good one?
Yeah, but they show the visuals that they give is bullshit. That's my shit. That's the shit that pisses me off the most.
Like visuals.
Like y'all show even when they show these little whack ass commercials, it pisses me off that they'll show all black people, all Hispanic people, all down and out, holding fucking signs. And most of these people that's at these lights holding signs is dusty ass white people. That shit pisses me off.
What signs you talking about?
You know how they be holding the sign, we'll work for food.
God.
I ain't got, I lost my home, I'm homeless with the kids. And
the poorest Americans are white.
It just blows my mind. Shit just literally blows my mind.
The wealthiest Americans are white.
Oh my God.
But poor, that whole thing about who poor and who sucks the system, I don't even. I
don't think there's ever going to be an America that we see as black women that embrace us as for our value and who we really are and what we really bring to even with having a African American vice president.
She's not African American.
She's who is like
you got that, that's important. She's not African American. She black.
She black.
But she's Jamaican Indian American.
She's still black.
Yeah, but she's not African American because that is more like black American, like descendants of slaves. And I know she's not because her daddy, they was at odds, her and her father, because he's highfalutin, separating himself from black Americans.
Really?
Yes. She went to Howard. She's an AKA Alpha chapter. Where the first Minor Hall, Howard University. She got one letter on her jacket. She stunts.
I know that's so.
She's not African American, and she will probably correct you in a certain setting.
In a certain setting.
She is Indian Jamaican, which is probably the most hoity-toity Caribbean group. I'm not black. I'm Jamaican.
Oh,
you get that? It's like when I was in Morocco. I'm not African. I'm Moroccan. But they landmass fixed.
I don't understand that. Like, get me.
So the Caribbean, Jamaica, Haiti,
Haiti
Trinidad and Tobago,
yes,
Trinidadian,
yes, Trinidad,
Guyana,
Ghana's, yes.
No, that's Ghana. Guyanese. Guyana is an island.
Okay.
Ghana is it's on the continent, it's West Africa.
Uh-huh.
She descends from Jamaica. So this is the truth of the matter. This is it's not really complex. We from New Orleans though, but so most New Orleanians might be like descendants of like Angolan people, which is why our prison is Angola. The French owned us, so we have a lot of similarities to Haiti.
Right.
But we are the bottom of the barrel, niggas.
Oh, I know.
Black Americans.
Oh, I know.
But the truth is
from
that
the booth. From the booth,
and you ain't shit.
You ain't shit. Yeah, you ain't shit from the booth.
The Jamaicans have pride in Jamaica.
Yes.
Despite reality.
What's the reality?
There was one boat stop different. Jamaica is not their land. Africa is their land. But they say we the ones with no culture.
Yeah, we're definitely said that we don't have any culture.
Despite the fact that blackness in the U.S. is our shit.
That is our shit. That's definitely our shit.
The appropriated blackness that people like selling and making money off of is black American hood black girl shit.
Black girl shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Kamala is not black American. And she probably would let you know that. With the cameras was off.
Well, I kind of felt like I didn't feel like people she had this whole movement with the sneakers and the pearls and the this.
That's because she an AK, but yeah.
I wasn't in it. Yeah. I wasn't feeling it.
I almost made a t-shirt that said my VP don't look like me, but I felt like that'd be a bit much.
No, I think you should really do it.
I love my VP look like me. My VP look.
I would love, because one thing about you is that And what I love most about you is that you're not afraid to go against the grain. You're going to say whatever the hell you think it is.
Look at the time.
What time
Our
is it?
time done went already?
Yeah, y'all just talk.
Listen, I couldn't wait for you to come because I knew that the conversation was going to be... Well, we can go to 8:04 because we didn't start till like 7:04 or whatever the case may be.
But I didn't forgot to answer the question. Like, Jamaican, Haiti liberated itself, which is why they'll always be fucked over. Although they're on the same island as the Dominican Republic.
Oh yeah.
But they have pride in their land.
And I mean, like, and it's the fact that they just kind of like try to cover up the fact that they treat Haiti like shit.
Right, like we can't see.
Like we can, like we dumb, like we can't see that y'all treat
y'all treat the Dominican Republic like
it's God, and then Haiti ain't shit
because they freed themselves and they killed them white people. You don't get far by killing your enslaver. You're gonna suffer for that for a long time,
forever.
Which is probably why them Haitians cocky. I'd be cocky too. Shit.
I love Haitian people. One of my very, very good friends is Haitian. A few of them.
Yeah, I got a lot of Haitian friends.
And they make some good ass food. Have you ever eaten Haitian?
I mean, it's similar to ours. You need to watch High Off the Hog on Netflix. It follows food and connects our food in New Orleans to Charleston, to the port cities, Charleston, New Orleans, Savannah, where the boats came. So similar stuff, and then it connects us to Haiti, like our red stewed stuff, red bases, tomato bases. Yeah, it is good.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
It's a 4-part series.
So I'm gonna give you the last piece of whatever you would think you would like to leave your mark here on the She Shack. What would you say?
I'm grateful I'm here.
You grateful?
Yes,
I feel absolutely blessed to have you here. I mean,
we talking about so much different shit.
Listen, this is what this is. Like these are conversations. These are things that we like. I love to talk about. I can't. First of all, undiagnosed attention deficit. I told you that for years and years and years and years and years. I just was never diagnosed with it. But I mean, I get bored quite easily. But I am an Aquarius.
But you told Tremaine you gonna kick him off last week.
I did.
Why?
Because one of the things
she said you weren't giving her enough.
Like you not like. But this was the crazy thing. People love Trench.
You know why? He got crunk after he was like, fuck it, I'm going to just say what I want to say about abortion. Then he got crunk after that. He was like holding back until he was like, that's what he felt about abortion. What he said that was crazy? Take him to the golf club. Then he got crunk.
He said or he was like, I said, what did you think about, just... snipping them in. He gonna say, snip your mama.
Yep. He did say that.
Man, listen.
Thank you.
You can come back anytime.
Okay, I'm gonna come back.
Oh, you definitely can come back anytime. I love busting it up and talking to you. And I've been so excited about just having you here. Just so I can show the whole world who really be behind me. Like, I don't know anybody else that support me every week. But this one right here, every single week. Every week. Even when I was like, I don't know if I'm going to really do this She Shack anymore. The numbers and woo, 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 woo. And what did you say? Girl, if you don't just go sit down.
Record that shit. Please record it. You got to just keep going.
I'm definitely going to, literally, this is video number 26.
See?
This is video number 26, and I'm absolutely in love.
Yeah.
With this platform.
It's good. I like it.
I love it.
I like the name.
Do you like it? You did tell me that.
I like the name.
Yeah, you did tell me that. So, thank you guys for tuning in for another night here in the She Shack. I love to hear from you. So, please, whatever you have topic ideas, or if you want to be on the She Shack, drop it in the chat because I'm always checking. Don't forget to go and check me out on YouTube at Conversations from the She Shack with me, AQUEEN. See my earrings? It says Queen.
Yes, they're cute.
Thank y'all so much for your support. I love y'all for real, not for fake. This love is for real. See y'all next week. Peace.